These props are right.
During my years of racing model boats, I discovered one thing. Props make a gigantic difference. Through straight line speed run competition, being directly in the clocks, to national heat racing championships, props make a huge difference. They determine how the boat handles, they determine the load, they determine the speed. They are just your biggest tuning option. Because of this, we've made great importance of props. Since our introduction to the scene, Oxidean Marine, we have provided all sorts of new innovative props and variations. Let's take this 4519 for instance. This has completely changed the Sonic Wake. The Sonic Wake got hot, cavitated, did all sorts of things until one day I just looked at the Dominator and how similar it is to the Sonic Wake and gave it to a Sonic Wake guy, and it changed things completely. We brought CNC stainless high rake props into the scene, and basically anything that's called a high rake prop is something we brought and introduced because no one called them high raked. They were made by ABC. We've tweaked our own variations and have got people going very fast out here. And yes, we've gotten help from prop gurus like Brian Bouis, Randy Naylor, Jorg, who has actually the fastest radio controlled model boat in the world. And I was lucky enough to be able to race alongside these guys and learn from them. And now I'm presenting to you guys these props to the general public. Hi there, I'm Bill Oxidean. I raced radio controlled model boats for over 25 years. Over that time, I won a lot of races and broke a lot of records, and I learned a lot, not just about boats, but about life. Eventually, I graduated to full-size drag boats, and I've had a great time doing that. Now, I have my own RC boat factory. We make the world's fastest, most reliable radio-controlled boats. Join us as we show you all about it. With so many props to choose from and so much information out there, it can be difficult to figure out which prop is right for you. Today, I'm going to go over which props we sell and their applications. You've got your CNC, you've got your high rake aluminum, you've got your stainless CNC high rake, you've got your M4 threaded, you've got your stainless regular pitch, you've got your 3-blade cleaver, and you've got your brass prop. There's also M4 shaft non-threaded. Let's start with our most popular prop, the 4519 CNC. This prop is the most commonly sold prop of any that we make. It became wildly successful because this is the standard prop that comes on the Dominator. A lot of people kept asking me, do you have a prop for the Sonic Wake? Do you have a prop for a Sonic Wake? And I figured, you know what? If it works on the Dominator, it should work really well on the Sonic Wake. I sold a couple of customers the 4519 and it took off like wildfire. Now everybody's selling the 4519, but we make the very best because our CNC aluminum props are not like the others. Our aluminum props are made of a different aluminum material, and we have another secret that we have that makes them stronger than the others that have imitated us. The 1.9 pitch is based on similar to Octura's pitch scale. The 4519 is a really mild prop that tends to really improve the handling of a lot of monos and cats. It also works really well on hydros. This is all around great prop. Typically you run on 4S and 6S. Next we have our CNC high rake props. Now these are very unique as they're a high rake, but they're not a copy of any particular prop. They were similar to another brand of props, but what we did is we made our special cut of one and we duplicated it. Then we changed the size in relative to the pitch. So any high rake prop that you see out there that's labeled high rake is a copy of ours, and it's got a different pitch standard. Now, why is this 4519 1.9 pitch? And this was only 1.7 pitch, but this one looks a lot more aggressive. It's because of the rake. The rake changes the pitch characteristic. High rake props are much more aggressive, and typically you get your higher speeds out of them, but they also put a lot more load on the motor and create a lot more heat. These style of props go well on cats, mostly twin cats and hydros, riggers and sport hydros. These are like boats that run free of the water. Monos, they can create a lot of heat. On the lower basic end, we have our brass cast props. These props aren't CNC machined like our aluminum and stainless steel props. These are molten cast into a mold. The beauty of ours, they come a lot more balanced than any other cast prop. As you see this edge, even our brass props come pre-sharpened, but they will always benefit from a sharpened and balance on a brass prop. They're just never perfect. But they're so close, they can be run as is. Next on our demonstration list is our CNC aluminum M4 threaded prop. As you can see, inside that hole, it's threaded. These are almost exclusively for our minis, but there are numerous boats with M4 threaded shaft that these can be used on. They're very lightweight, very precision balanced, and they are perfect for your mini. We also started the trend of anodizing our props. What's fascinating is the people that copy us, they don't really understand why or how our props are color-coded. And I'll explain it to you guys so it'll make things easier for you. The little numbers on the props are really hard to read. So what I decided to do is color code them so right off the bat, you know which prop it is. Our 4519 is always blue. This 33 millimeter prop, 3319, is always green. And that's how you tell the distinction between ours. The anodizing also adds a little bit of added strength and corrosion protection. Now these are two examples of M4 non-threaded props. If you look, there are no threads inside the holes of these, and the bottoms are keyed for a drive dog. These props work great on smaller boats with an M4 shaft, meaning 4 millimeter, that have a lock nut and a drive dog, not threaded. We also make 3-blade cleaver props in 3/16. These props load up the motor a lot. They typically run well on twin cats. They have a lot of lift, meaning they lift the back end of the boat up. But they're very beautiful, and a lot of people prefer them for the looks. We also make very large props, like this 70 millimeter 3-blade. In comparison to this 32, it dwarfs it. These props are for big, gigantic 60-inch and larger cats and monos. Our props also come in pairs, both left and right hand rotation, as seen with these big 70 millimeter props. This configuration is great for twin cats, twin monos, and twin hydros. They spin in opposite directions. They can spin inward or outward, depending on which prop you put on which side of your setup. Now I'd like to show you our hierarchy. Our stainless steel CNC props. This one is our highway. Laser edged with yellow right there on the side, real big and bold, so we don't have to anodize them any special colors. These props come perfectly sharpened and balanced, and they do wicked performance. They have a lot less flex than our CNC aluminum props, and more flex equals more power to the water. Our stainless props also come in regular pitch. They come in both regular and high rake. These props are certain to delight you and are the top line of our product line. Now we've given you guys some basics of our props. Stay tuned as we explain more which props are applied to which boats and which applications. Oxidean stainless CNC props. These props are proven at well over 100 miles an hour. Much stronger and stiffer than any DOS bullshit or any other copper or brass props. We now have some new assorted sizes. In 45 millimeter, we have different pitches. We have 1.9, 2.1, 2.3, 1.7. We also have a new 23 millimeter pair that's 1.6 pitch, absolutely fly on the animal. All of our new pairs fly on the animal or any twin cat that you have. We now have patented the CNC stainless prop in the USA to avoid one of our main competitors that likes to copy our props and ideas because we actually run boats. That's right, they're patented. Link in description if you want your boat to fly. These props are available and ready to ship now. No waiting. Get something superior.